unique thing, the reason you have 48 colors is because they don't blend. Most pastels I've ever used before, you take a blue, you mix it with a pink, you get a lovely purple. Not these. But they will layer and they will stack. So rubbing them together will just make them muddy. So you don't have to rub them, but you can stack them. So what we'll do first is we're going to learn to make marks. Any kind of mark. Now, the pastel has a flat edge like this, so you can get a nice flat mark. You can pick any color you want. I don't care what color you do. And you do a light pressure and you do a heavy pressure. And you can see the difference in the value in the color from light to dark. You need some? You need an apron?
I'm just going to undress a bit.
Okay, all right. We have it. You want an apron?
I'm going to use my apron.
Huh?
I'm going to take this off and use the continue.
Okay, you're good. Okay. Now you've got the corner of the pastel too. Yeah, you can you may put the gloves on if you would like the gloves. It'll protect your hands from getting all pastel-y. This does wash out. Do not worry, these are not permanent. You throw whatever, if you get your sleeve in it and you wash it in the washer tomorrow, it'll go away. Hi, Ken, come on in. So now you've got, try the edge of the pastel. I'm gonna do a blue. So try just the corner and you get a thinner line and try it really hard and try it really light because you get a different value on the pressure is different in the pastels. Now I know you all think these pastels are just beautiful and long and lovely, but sometimes you gotta break them in two, like this. Because if you have a full stick like this and you try to do a wipe, it's kind of more difficult, but you can wipe over it a lot. You get a big wipe. If you get the smaller one and you wipe, you get a smaller and you can push it easier down and get it darker. And then you can also do lines on it, like that. So there you go. So you don't have to break them all right now, but if you want to use a color and you want it to be smaller, just break it in two and it'll still work. It'll still work. So, okay. So we got all kinds of marks we can make. Now I want you to try hatching. So hatching is just a series of marks that go in the same direction, leaving a little space between them. And then I want you to take another color and put it between them so that you're now stacking colors. I would recommend families of color, like on your color wheel when you see you've got yellow, orange, another orange and red to another red. Those are all gonna go together okay. And you get the purple and the blue, they're gonna go well. And then the greens up to the yellow are gonna go well together. The problem with these pastels is if you put complementary colors like red and green together, it's going to go brown. Any complement, like if you have purple and yellow and you mix them together, you rub them together, you can try it. Trust me, you can try it. Because what it will do is give you a shade color to make a dark shade or shadow with, which is good. But if right now when you want to try stacking them, you just want to get some marks going, some hatching marks going, leave a little space between them, and you can hatch vertically, and you can hatch horizontally, no problem. You can go over if you made large marks like I do, you can go right over them. That's layering, and you can go right in between those. I don't know if you can see this or not, but those are just different techniques for putting pastel on. You want to try different marks. Okay, you got to try another color on top of your blue. So like you could try this one, or what color do you like? You could do a green, any green.
I like these.
You like this one?
You said don't.
Well, you can't blend them. Like when you have the dust you have, you can rub it in. It makes a little aura, and that's okay. But if you actually try to rub them together, see, they don't become really. That's working for you right there, though. You did a good job. So just try it. Yeah, you can try it. That's going to go mud on you, but you try to also go in between them. Go in between there you go. Yeah, yeah. That's a stacking of colors right there. You go.
I see.
Well, I'm waiting for
Go.
Are we, go.
Go.
Go. Okay.
Go.
And what's my objective?
You're going to mark making. You're going to learn what kind of marks you can make with these pastels.
Exactly what you did. Okay.
Anything you can think of. You can make circular marks if you want. You can make any mark you want. But I want you to try to put marks together. You're going to need these later. So I want you to try to like pick a couple colors. You have 2 pieces of paper. So pick a couple colors and try them, try the corner, the flat, and then try to go between them with another color.
Sure.
Go hatching.
Okay.
Put it, okay?
Okay, great.
So
Now's the time.
Will this eventually dry so that it's not, right now you touch it and there's pigment?
We have spray fix. We'll
What did people do before spray fix?
they used milk.
Oh,
Ben,
interesting.
what's his name?
Milk?
Milk, yeah. Famous pastel painter. I'm saying Van Gogh, and I mean Degas. Degas. Nobody knows exactly what he mixed with the milk, but he used a milk binder with his pastels. Didn't hold them down perfectly, but that's how he held them down. I think he put milk on the paper and
That's why
drew.
when you go into the Musée d'Orsay,
Yeah,
look at the Degas pastels.
Yeah.
They're always under low light
yeah.
because light
Okay.
just destroys it.
Okay.
Are
Any
there
kind of
also
mark you
glass?
want to make is
Yes.
okay. Any color you want to use is okay. You can do spirals. You can do triangles. You can do squigglies. We just want to know what that pastel will do. Yeah. Perfect. Good. And you can go take a color in between these guys if you want another color.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah. Now, and if you want to get really brave, you can try mixing 2 colors together. Like, he had a green and a blue over there, and it wasn't too bad. See, what do you got there? That one's not going to really help you too much. Go with the primary, like your color wheel here is like, okay.
Oh, I have a color wheel.
You do have a color wheel under all that stuff? Okay, so if you look at the color wheel, if you see, he has this color wheel right there. Okay, so this is the top color wheel. So red, blue, and yellow are your primaries.
Okay.
And then your secondaries are the green, the purple, and the orange. Now, those 2 you don't want to mix, but you could mix yellow and orange, or pink and orange. Yeah, those 2 would go great together. Yeah, and you can put them together, and you can hatch over them, and then rub them together. You can mark over them. Yeah, and then you can rub them together, and then you can try them. Yeah, and then you can take your finger and just kind of rub them together a little bit and see what you
Oh,
get.
that's why I got the gloves on.
That's why you got the gloves on. That's right. Okay, you okay?
I'm getting ready to start.
Okay, here we go. Any color you want, and start out with mark making. Just start with the corner, the flat, light pressure, heavy pressure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Picasso, so now.
There we go. I believe you. I believe you. I don't have any doubt. Oh, that's coming. Okay, that's nice. We just want to know what they're going to do. And if you want to try to mix a couple colors, like you want to mix, say, orange and pink and see what you get, or orange and red, you can do a little bit of marking and then do a little bit of marking over it, and then kind of rub it together and see what you get.
Good.
Yeah.
That would be
There you go.
nice
There you go.
color.
You just got to know what they do. Yeah, spirals are good. Spirals are really good. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, this would be great in an abstract drawing. And that's what, all these marks you're making are what they make abstractions out of. Okay. You have a couple paintbrushes. You have this flat one, and you have a quill that has a tube on it like this, and it might be stiff. Let me see. Yeah, it's a little stiff, so you're going to want to bend it back and forth and open it up because it's got starch in it to get it going. And then you want to dip it in the water and kind of clean it off and just get some of your color wet here and there, a little spot of color wet to see what it's going to do. And also, you've got another piece of paper under this, so if you want to save what you've got and start over, no. You've got to use this end of the brush end. There you
Oh,
go.
so what
And
were you
where's
saying
your other
about
brush?
bending this, and why do we do
Where's
that?
your other brush? Wait a minute, hold it.
We only have one brush.
We have one brush.
Hold
and
on.
one-
Okay, I'll be back. Does everyone have 2 brushes? Oh, we got it? I'm sorry. There you are. And this is the one you want to bend back and forth to get the bristles loosened up.
see.
Okay. And that, you might want to,
What's this end?
That's just the end of the paintbrush. You can always work with it. It's okay. This one though would give you like, see, this one will make lines.
Uh-huh.
See, it will make lines for you. Okay, this is a liner, and so you might, if you want, and I like the way this is gone. You might want to go to the next piece of paper, start some color, and try some wet. You can go to your second piece of paper if you like what you've done in the first one, and we just set them aside, and we all collect them a little bit. And then you can wet the paper and put the pastel into it. It doesn't have to be really wet. Just take your brush and make a little spot of wet.
What's the flat one?
That's a chisel for drawing. This little chisel one, you can draw with it. You get it wet and you go through the color and you can make lines through your color with it.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Want to try that? Okay. And this one is a watercolor brush that you can get the... There you go, exactly. Perfect. Now when that dries, you can put another color on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just, let it, do something else down here. Maybe try a spiral. Or try hatching, and hatching side by side.
I'll do that.
There's a hatching.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt you to do two of them. And it won't kill you. Okay. So, what I'm talking about layering is I'm talking about you put like a yellow on, like this one, and then you bring the pink or so over it, and then you go blue at the bottom. We don't have to rub them, and this rubbing here is the dust that came off of it. I rubbed it into the paper, makes a little shadow. So you can do that, but if you don't have to rub them all together, and then you can get layers of color in one spot.
But you always draw from this onto the paper and then...
No,
the
you can
brush on
start.
top of that,
You can
or-
start wet. You can wet the paper and then draw into it with the
Really?
pastel. Yeah, you
There's
can.
so much.
I know. So possibilities.
I know.
You can wet the paper with the brush in a spot and draw the pastel into it, and then you can let it dry. And when it's dry, you can put another color on top of it.
Yeah, it's
It's an endless
the
process.
only thing is just one. There are some restrictions.
Well, you don't want to mix complementary
right.
colors because but they will make shadows for you.
One on top of the other is a no-no.
No, one on top. These kind of things are one on top of the other, as long as you don't rub them. You can put anything on top of another as long as you don't rub it. Rubbing it, you'll have to go back with more color because it'll kind of go dull on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay. There we go. All right. So see, you could get crazy and you could make a circle or something, and you could start with one color and add another one and add another, and then the dust that happens, you just rub it into the paper so it doesn't get all over you. And you can make wipings that have color into them. That might make a nice mountain or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. So you can use form, you can use circles and triangles and squares. And if you go from the yellow to the pink to the blue, I'm just saying don't rub them. But then when you get dust, rub the dust around it and you'll get a shadow, right? Yeah. Or you can go greens, you can go 3 kinds of greens. And you can set that aside and start on the next one. Okay? Okay, you guys seem fine. Everybody's rolling. Are you okay? You're rolling along?
Ready for framing.
Ready for framing. That's nice. See, that is pretty. See, the making of these marks, you'll keep them, and then depending on what you want to do next, you may use that in the next one.
So next we're going to copy the label. Is that the idea?
If you want, yes, you
There
can.
must be some reason why the bottles.
It's a still life.
Uh-huh.
It's.
Oh, you.
Oh, look at that! Yes. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You got a face. And a hat. Nice. That's very nice. You see, yeah, there's all kinds of things that can happen. So you can try. This would be like a chiaroscuro effect. You would have the circle, and you would start with a light color and go to a medium, and then do a dark one. And you could use anything. I use the circle because it's easier. And then this is the dust that you create. You just rub it into the paper.
I got it.
Okay. Okay. You too. You got it. You just make a circle or square or triangle. And then you start with a light color, and then go for a medium color, and then bring that darker color over the bottom.
Right.
And then you're going to get dust, so then just rub it into the paper.
Okay.
And that'll make like an aura.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at you. You got the bottle going on. Okay.
I'm testing.
That's okay. That's okay. Now, what you could do here now is to make this thing a volume, you want to have light, medium, and dark.
Okay.
So what you should do is take a light color on,
Right.
on one side or across the top
Okay.
here and down one side, and then come in with a dark color on the bottom like this. So light top, medium,
Okay.
and dark on the bottom. And you can, this is round, so you're going to want to go light to dark or,
Right.
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, good. So now,
This is
you
just
might
a
want to
test.
go to your, Yeah. Yeah.
This is just a test. I'm not.
Well, that's all we're doing is playing. We're just learning. So now you want to try some circles or squares or triangles or just loose shapes where you try a light color, go to a medium, and go to a dark color. So you can see how the value changes across it, right? And you can just do greens over on if you want, or whatever you want. Don't worry about that stuff. That's why we have the tablecloth.
I know.
Just don't get it in you, right?
Right.
There's a sponge here.
I see that.
You can use it. It's okay. And I can get you another cleaner sponge too. Okay. Yeah.
No, you don't have to. It's good. I know what it is. It's good.
I'll go get you a clean sponge. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, so let's try making a form. And okay, you got a form. Now we want to go light to dark on the form. So probably if the light strikes on the back, we'll have put a lighter color here.
Okay.
And as it rolls across, we get a medium and get dark underneath.
Okay.
So that you make it create a volume.
Great.
That's looking good.
That's Salinas.
Of course it is. Who would not know that? Okay. Another thing is you can use the tissues. You guys can use the tissues to rub the dust into the paper so it doesn't, and you can also use the sponge to wipe the dust off the table if it starts getting crazy. Okay. We're good. Okay, so. Huh? What do you want? I think you're doing wonderfully, just fine. I love it. I love the spiral. I love Salinas. What's not to love? You're so insecure. Okay.
So I need.
Okay, now we're gonna. You'll
Let me
try
see that sheet where you showed the light to dark.
Okay.
circle.
I've heard of it in Sudan.
And also, you try the water now. Have you tried the water yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lips,
Oh, yeah. Okay, you tried the water.
bottom
Yeah.
of that.
Okay, so here.
And I actually did the nose with water.
Yeah, and so you can start with water or you can add water to it. Like you can just add water to a little brush over it and wipe it off on a Kleenex or paper towel. The paper towels are for wiping off your brush too. You can grab a paper towel.
Thank you.
Okay.
But you can always use water because you do it without.
You don't have to use water. It's just a technique. You don't have to use water. It's just use a little water to see if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, don't use it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't use it. You know, it's not because it's hard to control and if you don't need it, then you don't want to use it. You know, that looks good. Go to your next sheet. And we'll set this one aside, and you try some light to dark things like some shapes that go. You start a light color, a medium color, and a dark color. It can be any shape. It could be an ovalid. It could be a square, a circle. It could do the square. You know, just getting 3 values going across it to see. And that's what creates volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You guys feeling really comfortable now with the pastels? Feeling better?
I'm just on my own now. Just
Is there anything I can help you with?
I don't know. I'm like, what do you? I'm just
So
like
if I wanted
Yeah.
to do
You know, like if you were doing a tornado, what would that wouldn't that work for a tornado?
I feel like there's like more than that.
There's your tornado.
Just like there's some emotion too, like dark.
Yeah, color has emotion. It has a lot of
There's, like,
emotion.
A lot of
Yeah.
textural differences here, which
Yeah.
I like. So, but
Nice.
This
So
is just
then if you like this, leave it and move over. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Let's go over here and try another technique.
Sure.
Try a light to dark form, a circle or a square or triangle, something to see if you
circle
if you
or a
can.
square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
And if you some people like the water and some people don't. So you don't have to use water if you don't want to. Because the water is a little more uncontrolled.
Focus on what you just taught me there first.
Okay, let's just stay there and we'll just. Okay. No matter what you do, it's going to work. No matter what you do, it will work. It'll be fine. Just keep adding color. You're good. You got a good start now, but you've got a lot of color there to deal with, you know. So you just keep going. The smears are fine. It's okay. A little bit of water sometimes will like flatten them out if you don't like them, but I kind of like them. They're kind of nice. I think they're kind of nice.
Yeah,
You know.
I think it's about done.
No, you got a background color to do. There's a background
I
color.
gotta do the back.
You got to do the background, yeah. Look at you heading right out there. Now we're going to want to do that light to dark thing here, okay? So, okay, so now you've got a nice green, so you can put yellow on this green to lighten it up. And as the bottle goes down, look, see how light it is up here? And how it gets darker going and really dark at the bottom? So now in the middle you do a medium color, and the edges, one edge you might put a little white highlight on, and the other edge you might darken. And then when you get down here, you're going to use darker colors, and that will give your bottle more volume.
Could you say all that again?
Yes, I can. So, okay, so this is a time when you might want to use, okay, that's working pretty well. And don't forget, you've also got the tip. See, you get more out of it where you go this way. And you can turn it and you can take it up. This can be your light color. It's not bad, see? Okay, see? Okay. Okay, what's the one thing you can't do is you can't shake that off on this floor because the hotel will kill us. But you can take, you can rub it into the paper, or you can take that sponge. You don't have a sponge?
The sponge, that made a big mess.
Well, it isn't really a mess. We can go over it. We can go over it with color, like what you're going to use that yellow in the background. You could use a little, maybe.
Oh, I can use some more yellow there.
Yeah. You can go right over it. You know that. And then you use your finger or the tissue. Where's your tissue? There.
Oh, okay.
I can't reach your tissue. Okay, you tissue. Thank you. Okay, you just take this tissue and put it on your finger, and then you can rub this. See, and it gets, and you spread the color. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you use that tissue wrapped around your finger. You can spread the color, and you have your gloves on, so you're not gonna. Those are good gloves. Good. They're nice. Yeah. It's nice. Okay. And yeah, you can just either use a sponge to wipe off the dust, or you can rub it into the paper.
Right.
It looks nice rubbed into the paper. It's an aura, you know. Okay. All right.
What happened here?
That's okay. You just have to go back with more pastel.
Okay.
I
don't know what I did.
Well, you rubbed it a lot, and it just went into the paper. That's what pastels do. So now but this will be a good base. So you have an excellent, yeah, see, you got a good base. Yeah. And now you go back with your colors and you redo it now.
Now realize that I had a second box, a second layer.
Yeah. I know. I guess you weren't here at the first, so you didn't hear that. Now you want to do a little dark and light on this, okay?
Right.
Okay, so let's look. The glass is really hard.
Yeah, well,
glass is
really
hard
on this side.
Yeah, so you do a little bit darker on one side and lighter on the other. And you see the rim at the bottom, how the rim changes when it goes around light to dark?
Well, that's what I tried to do here.
You can do it.
It wasn't dark enough.
Right, you just go back into it. The thing about pastels is it's never over. You just keep going, and you don't like it, you rub it down and you just add more color. They're great that way.
And I want to get the sparkles.
Yeah, the sparkles are hard. I've been trying to.
The sparkles in the glass?
Yeah.
There are people that spend their whole lives trying to do that. I'm not even worried about it. It would be, you would use white. You would use see how it has a little shape in there? It's a little,
Yeah.
So you would put the white on in that shape. Try to put those shapes in there and see if it doesn't give you that more. And these sparkles up here, these are like, look, they're like squares. So you would take the white and on the green draw the squares at an angle.
Right.
And then that
those
would
are basically a reflection of the light. So
Exactly. That's right. You got it. Okay. All right. Do you guys feel like you've practiced enough? Oh, then we move on a little bit. Okay. Now, basically, you have all the elements of an abstract drawing here. And so what I'm going to give you is an abstract drawing by, what's her name? This is Elizabeth Yemen, and this is called The Daily News, and it's a pastel on paper, and it's 30 by 22. And I'm going to give you a new big piece of paper. You do not have to do an abstract. I am just giving this to you as an example. We have set up a still life on your table of a couple wine bottles, some fruit, and a glass. And if you would like to draw a still life, you are certainly welcome to do that. I put the paper towels over here. If you would like to draw an abstraction, it's just overlapping pastel lines and shapes. And this is just an example of how you can start layering. It's just what you've been doing in practice. God bless you. It's just what you've been doing in practice. You've just been layering things. And it's just lines and shapes, and you can do wet areas and dry areas. But you don't have to do it. You can do a drawing. You can make up a drawing if you want, like he's making up a castle over here. It's very nice. Oh, he's got it. He's taking it off the wine bottle. Okay. But you can do off the wine bottles, the labels, or you can do the fruit and the glass. And I can get a few more pieces of fruit from the back. Just for you. You want this one? You want to get this off the table?
I'll get it off.
Okay. Just for you. If you want to do it, just to show you that it's just a series of all the lines you've been making, overlapping, going over, and then filling in some little shapy areas, making some hatching, and just continued over. But you don't have to do that. You can make a drawing of something that you want to draw. You can make it up.
John, we have your Dooku bottle.
I'm going to get you some more fruit. Okay. You don't have to do this. This is just to give you an example of how an abstraction can be done with pastels. It's just what you've been doing. Lines. See if you have these. You make lines over them if you want. You can change the color. You can do little wet areas if you want. Okay. It's just it don't have to. Like you're already started on the label, so you're probably launched here.
I'm done with the label.
You're done. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a new piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give you all a new piece of big paper to do your big drawing on of what you want to do. Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Okay, here you go. So it's how, wait, no, let me give you this one. That's a little dark. It's a little lighter.
So are we supposed to copy this?
No, it's just you've been,
Iris?
yes, you have just been making all kinds of marks and things. That's just to say, you can make a drawing out of marks and shapes and shading and filling in little shapes and just having lines. It's an abstract pastel drawing, but you don't have to do that. You can draw what's on the table if you want, and I can get so a little more fruit and stuff because we've got a little extra down here. You can make up anything you want.
Yeah, you don't like it, you just kind of, what you said.
Just rub it out and go over it with another color. Here's another label that's kind of nice. Okay, oranges. I don't know. If you don't want to draw an abstraction, you don't have to. You can move this stuff around any way you want. Okay. Oh, I have something to show you too. I gave everybody one of these. Okay.
John, you should secure all your intellectual property rights to that first, so he doesn't steal.
Okay, just to help you out a little bit, these are drawings by Cezanne. And the thing about Cezanne is that he has a wonderful way of not completing the whole form and leaving it open. So I'm going to pass them around the tables. There's that one, and then there's this one, and then I'll come and move them around. Is anyone interested in landscape? Landscape? So this is a Cezanne landscape where he keeps it very open, so it doesn't have to be very close. So I can pass that around.
I like that.
And yeah, it's just very loose and nice, and you've been making all the strokes right now. And then here's another house thing. Gorgeous. He was fantastic, yeah. But okay, do you want to look at the house thing? Here you go. That was a landscape by Cezanne.
You can delay the file. You can delay your filing until you file.
And here's a landscape by Cezanne, where he just kind of blocks in the color here, and and he doesn't really finish anything, and it's open, and you can just make any landscape you want. And I'll get you the other choices too. Nice label.
Yeah, I think it's ready to send in.
All right, I think so. I don't see why not. What the heck?
One of the owners of this property was our former Grand Maître in Bordeaux, this
Oh.
organization.
Nice.
Send this to Hubert de Bouard.
Very nice. Yeah, you should
Hubert de
say.
Bouard de La Forêt.
Hey,
Hubert.
well, you have an you know the guy.
What
You
about,
know?
I put a trademark on it.
There you go. That's what you get. Let's see. You guys want to look at landscape?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, not that one.
Okay, I'll get you the other one. Okay, how about this one? How about this one?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, we got landscape. You want to look at a landscape? Cezanne's landscape. You're
Oh,
welcome.
that's beautiful.
Isn't it though? But notice it's just like what you've been doing. It's just stacking
Yeah.
blocks of color. Just blocks of color.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where do we get the new papers?
Oh, I'm going to get right now.
Oh.
Yeah, right now. Let's do it. Okay, so. Now, this might be challenging. This paper is a little bigger than I thought. So you might have to take your paper and your stuff and maybe go to another table. There you go. This isn't going to work, is it, at these tables because they're so big. But we have lots of tables. I don't know, maybe we can clear enough space that we can get you moving here. Isn't that beautiful? He was fantastic. He changed the world and brought on modern art. He is a god. Let me see if this is going to fit in front of you.
Sandy, I'll give you this.
Yes, let me thank you. Okay, move your little,
This?
yeah, set it on the ground or something. Okay, and then we'll see. You can go this way or that way. Okay, we can just barely make this fit, but we can make it fit.
Okay.
You ready? Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, you want to put this in front? You can go that way or the other way. I think it'll go either way. You can put your studies underneath the table temporarily, and we'll move this bottle.
Yeah, I'm done with the one.
Okay, okay. Okay, and then we'll set these aside. Okay, you have room to put this here? Okay, thank you. Did I get one to you yet? Okay, here you go. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And does it hurt them to put them on top of each other? Or
No.
Maybe?
We'll eventually we'll find a way to go outside and spray them. I got to talk to Christine about that, but yeah. Oh, it's bigger.
It's just the size.
It's the same paper, it's just the bigger, so you have more room to make your finished masterpiece.
So do you think he used water with that or just,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
how can you tell?
Well, you see the washes, the way it washes.
see.
You see this solid here, and then it's washy.
Uh-huh.
I kind of think this is probably watercolor. I betcha. But you can do it with these guys. You can do. But see how he has the little gold here, and then he gets a little brown there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he changes the value of the color on a form, and then he stretches it, and then he brings the green in to separate, and the gray on the other side for rocks. But he's not trying to form anything. He's just balancing the scene he's looking at. Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So,
I get it.
Yeah.
He's moving piece by piece, but keeping the big picture in mind.
uh-huh. Yeah, he's just bringing in the forms in a pure form way. He's not stylizing them or modeling them or making a tree. I mean, you kind of know it's a tree and rocks, but he's not defining, he's not outlining anything. So he's just letting the colors go one color to another, which is kind of a pretty picture, you know? Yeah.
It's
And then
amazing, just going from piece to piece and looking at the big picture. And going, wow,
I know, yeah.
it all comes together, right?
Yeah,
But the technique to get there, the
Yeah.
steps to get there, you know, it's only been done by him.
oh no, he was the father of modern art. He led Picasso, he led
Period of
Brooke.
time, yeah, yeah.
Well, he worked the same period as Picasso and Brooke, and he was in the south of France,
Yeah.
but it was the same. They worked at the same. Picasso and Brooke went down to the south of France to check out Cézanne. So yeah, so Manet and Cézanne probably are the biggest changes in the art world of changing the way we see art and the way we see the picture. And Manet for like being stark contrast of dark and light,
Yeah.
and Cézanne for breaking up the picture plane and just letting it flow and let it be soft across there.
Yeah. The modern chiaroscuro approach.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, really. True. I'll get more paper. I give you guys paper yet? You guys want to clear a space here? Okay. When you guys are ready, you can set those on the floor aside and make a space for yourselves. And I'll put the paper towels over here, and you can take a piece of paper. How about that?
Free reign.
Free reign. You betcha. We're not going to make anybody do anything they don't want to do. But I mean, you have a lot of experience with the pastels, and so you have a feeling. You have a lot of feeling for what you're doing. All you have to do now is just put it in a bigger space. And if you don't want to do the bigger space, you can rip the paper in half. You don't have to do the big space if you
What are
don't.
we doing now?
Now you're going to make a drawing. So you can do the abstract drawing, you can make a fruit drawing, you can make a still life drawing.
That's not already.
And you already started, exactly, you've already started, but now you've got a bigger space to work on. So you can continue on that, maybe add a little bit of water and yellow to this form. So the form, if you put a little yellow on one side and a little darker color on the bottom, you'll make it round. See? Round. See how he does that? He's got the green on the top, and this kind of gets messy here with the yellow, and then he brings in orange at the bottom. And then look at the dark behind it, so that he lets it sit out. Here's one. Light red, orange, and then darkens it down there, and then a little shadow underneath it. That's all it is to get chiaroscuro, just to get volume. That's all you got to do.
Dark on the bottom.
Dark, yeah, and behind it maybe. You see how he did it behind it with the blue? And he was big on pushing colors against each other, so the yellow and blue are pushing against each other. And he's got the red, orange pomegranate against the blue on the other side. You know, he made it like move a little bit. And then look at this one. He uses green and then orange and yellow and then orange. He goes by plane on the form. So as the plane changes, he changes the color. So when it turns, when it's round on top, you got a color. When it goes down the side, you change the color. When it gets to the bottom, you change the color. Okay, I got to get more paper out. You can make just a big circle if you want. I don't care.
So, was there? Good question. We have been branding.
So they hadn't defined what
So the medical debates about
Okay, I'm going to put your extra paper over here. Move these to the middle, water to the middle.
I'm unfortunately not to the husband.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I deserted.
Deserted the husband?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think he'll live, But hey,
This was fun.
yeah, you should stay for a few more minutes and play with the big paper. Yeah, so you could do that on the big paper and it would look great. And then if you want to change it, you just darken some colors here and there, get some wet sections there, and it will all change. Okay. Huh?
I think we're over in like.
I don't know what time it is. I'll have to ask Eric. But here, take a big piece of it. What time is it?
5:40. I think we're done at 5:45. So I don't
Okay.
know that I have time to.
Yeah, because everybody has to start.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll go over here. Do you guys want to go for a big piece of paper? No. No.
Still some smaller pieces.
No big pieces of paper over here, huh? Okay, my little cowards. Okay. Okay, just try to do light, medium, dark, and make that round cat.
No, I was trying to, my mouse didn't turn out very good.
Don't worry, he's going to get eaten anyway. Just go up there and try a light color like a yellow or any light color, and then come in the middle and go hatch in the middle and get a little bit of a darker color. You could do any orange or
Like
green.
hats like that.
Yeah, just this is his back, so we want
Yeah.
we just want to get up here on his back.
Oh,
see?
okay.
And then as soon as you turn over, you're going to change another color in this space and then darken it down here. There you go. Yeah. You guys don't want a big piece of paper, huh?
I already
Okay.
did a different color in there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I need some individual instruction.
All right, I'm coming.
I can't figure out what kind of
The background?
coloration background.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
So can I just kind of go wild in there?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you can bring in some blue and turquoise and, and just bring it right up to the bottle and then, yeah, you can. Okay. You got anybody here want to try a big piece of paper? No? There's no takers. Okay. All right. Okay.
mine is an exact copy of this is on.
Okay, you can't hold a paper up like that. You have to go over and shake it in the trash, and then you can hold it up.
I see.
Or you can rub the dust in because the guys in the hotel are going to kill me.
I see.
It'll vacuum up, but
I think it may have come off on my.
oh, probably did.
but-
Okay, it's all right.
Thank you.
All right.
The interesting I say exact copy because we were shown a bridge in Amsterdam.
I think it's 5:40 or something.
Yep.
And so we should, I guess, we have to be somewhere when, Eric, at 6 or something?
15 or
6.
I don't have my,
I have one. Wait a minute. I didn't bring it. Okay. I'll ask Ken. Ken knows. Wait a minute. Hey, Ken, what time do we have to leave for dinner? Or be at dinner? Be at dinner?
We're done in 5 minutes here.
Okay. Ken says we're going to be done in 5 minutes, people, and we have to be at dinner what time?
At 6.
6. And we are going to be over at the golf club at 6. So go ahead, put your finishing touches on, and then I think sign your name at the bottom of your drawing so that I can spray them when you're gone and then return them to you tomorrow. Because we're not going to spray them while you're in the room. It'll poison everybody. No, I'm not going to throw it away. Crazy boy. They're very nice. Just put your initials or your name at the bottom so I can return them to you. Okay. I think you all did a wonderful job. We've got a few more minutes to finish up the final touches on your stuff. I know. I didn't realize I'd waited too long. We'll just have to do it again, Eric. Well, that's working out nicely. You can do a little background on that, which would be nice. Now, with that dust that's coming here, just rub it into the paper.
Okay.
And it'll just get a little bit of it over here. I'll just make a little, see?
well, when you take those gloves off, it's
Okay, so that way it won't get all over. And I'll spray this so it'll be.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. You have a little ground, you know? It's a little ground.
That's the idea.
Yeah. You can take the color wheels with you, and you may take your pastels with you. They are yours. Gift of Eric. And you may take the brushes with you and the pencil. Gift of Eric. Okay.
If you have grandchildren.
You're going to be popular.
Our grandson and I have similar styles of drawing.
Yeah, he's going to feel very, very good about that. You know, he's going to feel very good about that. Yeah, they're yours, and just rebox them up and take them with you. You may take the gloves if you need them, or yeah, you know, you can have. Yeah, we put your name or initials, and I'm going to spray them with a fixative, and then I'm going to give them back to you tomorrow. But you can You're welcome. Thank you. You just take that, take those pastels with you. The aprons are also yours, courtesy of Eric. So take those. Okay.
This is just the beginning of the journey.
Right. It's not the conclusion, it's just the beginning.
It's like the harvest. It's the end of the day, the beginning of the one.
There you go. There you go. You see, it all comes together, doesn't it? I'm interested this week about how many people have talked about color in so different ways. And here we are with color. Yeah. Just okay, and I'll spray them and take the pastels with you. See, look at you got 3 values on there. That's awesome.
Yeah, well,
You are
I
so
took your
brave.
advice here.
You did well.
I
You
still
did.
don't think my mouse looks very good, but.
Well, we can always rub them out and start over. That's the
Very short
beauty.
lifespan.
The beauty of pastels is you rub them out and then
Start over.
you just do a draw on top of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, then it would be too big of a mouse.
Oh yeah. Well, you know there are big mice. You know.
Yeah.
They're big mice. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, this has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Did you?
I love the blending part of it.
Okay. There you go.
So here's my,
There
try
you
to
go.
make a copy of Suzanne. And this is stealing from,
What?
Take the watercolors and the sleeves back.
No, the pastels. No, they don't need the sleeve. Well,
Take them home.
well, we can get them out and ask them. That looks good.
Helen Frankenthaler did a painting
Yeah.
called The Sound of a Bassoon that
Yeah.
was just huge.
I know.
So I'm stealing from her.
That's what we all do. We borrow. It's called borrowing. Yeah, appropriation.
Plagiarism.
This is a good job. You know, you almost got it. Where you only had to go like that,
Yeah,
and you have.
see,
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, yeah. It's down. Yeah. Yeah.
It required another
yeah.
building, so when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could make that into just a
Another
3-in-1
building. Yeah.
standing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this has been a lot of fun.
Good. I'm
And-
glad you enjoyed it, Stephanie. I'm glad you came. So,
Me too.
yeah. Yeah. That's great. You
What
can.
can we do to help?
Nothing. We'll get. You may take that with you. You may take the color wheel with you. You may take your pastels. So.
Color wheel we can take?
Yeah, you can take, if you want the abstract drawing, you may take it. The color wheel's yours. The pastels are yours. The pencil's yours.
And give you that.
Oh, no, hold on to these. I'm going to spray these. Okay. Okay.
You gonna hold on to these?
I am. And I'm going to spray
Spray
them.
them with a
Yeah,
fixative. We can
because
take them and frame them.
that's okay. You
I
know,
really like that part.
and that's what you would have made your big one into.
Exactly.
See?
Right, yeah.
That's why we did this. So you already had made the drawing that you were going to do. It was already done.